Hello, so me again for another one of these rants, and this time it's about people basically giving information and sort of either stating the obvious or really not being much help at all. As an example of this, on Steam you can purchase your games obviously through Steam or whatever, and you get the option to print a receipt, and if you don't print the receipt then, well, that's it. You don't have a way to be able to access the receipt that I know of, aside from emails, which they will send you an email confirmation so you can print that out. It's in your account anyway, so there isn't really a need for a receipt, but sometimes people like to have the receipts anyway. So it's just useful if they had a feature to be able to go back into your account and print out the receipts from the purchases that you've made, because sometimes you might have lost the email, sometimes you might not just simply not have received the email, or whatever the case may be. Maybe you can't access your email account for whatever reason, which will be a real pain in the butt if you're trying to access Steam. Anyway, there could be a number of reasons as to why you want to print out a receipt, and an option to be able to do so would be nice. I know that they give you the option when you install the game. I know they send you out an email, etc. And I read some of the responses in the forums, and seriously, some people are just useless. I know that makes me sound really arrogant, but when you get things like, well, if you've got the game, then you don't need the receipt, because they know that you have the game because it's in your account, so they know you have it, so you don't need a receipt. That's really annoying. That doesn't answer the question. It also doesn't answer the question when you give them something like, well, you could just print out the email. Yeah, that's true, and that is at least useful, because maybe you didn't think about using the email. But sometimes that isn't the point of the question. The question is, are you able to print the receipt once you purchase the item? The answer is no. Not that I know of anyway. As far as I know, no. There is no way to be able to print it out, unless you print it out after you've installed it, like I explained earlier. And yes, you can print out the email, but the question is, are you able to do so through your account? I don't know. Sometimes people just do not read the question or something. I know that they're trying to be helpful. It can be complicated, and I'm not saying all of these answers are useless, but some people are pretty freaking useless when it comes to answering any question in any forum anywhere, and it's really frustrating, which is why I generally don't ask questions on a forum. If somebody has a question, they want an answer to that question. Yes, sometimes stating the obvious can actually be useful, because sometimes they just didn't think about it, whatever. Sometimes saying things like, well, it's in your account, so you shouldn't have to worry about a receipt, can confirm to them that it's okay, and can put to rest any concerns that they might have about not having a receipt. Why is this so difficult? Why isn't it just yes or no? And why doesn't Steam have the option to reprint a receipt? Why do you have to contact customer service to get a receipt for something, if that? So why not let the customer do so? Sometimes there are just simple things that could work, that could be a great idea, and they don't do it, and you wonder why. And I've been noticing that a lot in a lot of things lately, and I'm just not sure why this is the case. Anyway, that is the end of this rant, and tune in next time for whatever video I decide to post up next, whenever I decide to post that. Thank you, and bye-bye. That was pretty creepy.